Jack McKenney from the National Sports Media Association here, and I'm here with Ryan Ford, Michigan Sportswriter of the Year. Ryan, congratulations on your award. We're really happy for you here. Tell us a little bit about what it means to you and this great accomplishment.
I'm just it's an honor, and I'm co-Sportswriter of the Year with the Athletics James Edwards.
Mhm.
I didn't want to not mention him. He's a great writer, and it's an honor to be mentioned in the same sentence as him and the many other winners of the award here in the state and across the nation.
Mhm. Yeah, James is awesome. I'm looking forward to his interview. Big Pistons writer. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved into this business. Whether it's from education wise, whether you started in college, and were there any teachers, any mentors who really helped you, get ahead in this process?
Well, I guess I started way back in high school, actually. I worked on the high school yearbook. I couldn't make the classes work for newspapers, but I started on the yearbook and actually started designing the yearbook, and then got into college and uh, started working on the yearbook there. Our office is right next door to the newspaper. I started writing for the newspaper at Washington State, go Cougs,
Mhm.
and just pretty much did a little bit of everything there, and really just was going to be an English teacher. And then my junior year, I realized, hey, I could actually do this for a living. I really like working for newspapers, and so went ahead and did that, and got started there. Actually, worked my way up to editor of the Daily Evergreen there, and then got lucky enough to catch on at the Daily News in Longview, Washington. Buddy of mine, Marcus Michelson, got me hired there, and started there under Randy Mishler, and sort of worked my way up. That was back in 2001, a long time ago, and yeah, just sort of worked up since then. But yeah, so many people. Gosh, Vicky Richling was my newspaper advisor at Wazoo, and she was just great, and just really great in backing student journalists and pushing us to you know treat it you know not not like we were students, like we were real journalists, which is absolutely key.
Mhm. So you talked a little bit, you've been in this business for a while, right? Tell us about some of your favorite memories, some of your favorite pieces you've written or teams you've followed.
Well, I mean, I've been in Detroit here for about 16 years. I started out as a designer and sort of writing on the side, filling in wherever I could. And, you know, I guess favorite pieces, I don't know, there's been so many. I guess one of the ones, and it sounds really goofy, but one of the favorite things I enjoyed writing was I had a piece about which Big Ten mascot would win in a fight. And that drew a lot of responses, much more than I would have expected from Purdue fans, actually. They're very big on A, their mascot being a train, and B, that their other mascot, Purdue Pete, could take anybody. So, but since then, I've covered a lot of things, written about Tigers are a big one. They're coming up. Big Ten, we try to stay on top of Big Ten in every way. And yeah, just sort of, I don't think there's any one thing that I've really sort of been buttoned down into.
Mhm. So you mentioned the Tigers. Over the offseason, spent over 200 million in free agency, acquiring Javier Baez and Eduardo Rodriguez, among other names. Tell us a little bit. This team is revived after a rebuild. Tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to this season and what the feelings are among Detroit for the team.
It's The city of Detroit is super excited. When the Tigers are on, there's nothing like it. The only thing I think the city cares about more is the Lions, and oh, we're going to be waiting a while for them. But the Tigers, everyone gets excited. 06, the first year I was here, was their first playoff appearance in nearly 20 years, and that was just nuts. And they made it to the World Series that year. They made it in 2012, and this team is starting to feel like that one a little bit. Obviously, it's still new, and they're having a little bit of a rough go early, but there's definitely so much excitement, and just not just spending. Christopher Ilitch is spending a little bit like his dad used to, but also the young kids coming up. There's just so many of them. Spencer Torkelson hit his first home run just a few minutes ago. So that's super exciting. Riley Green looks like he'll be able to manage the outfield for a decade. And it's just part of a big Detroit sports renaissance across all the sports, really. The Wings are going to miss the playoffs, but they have the probable rookie of the year in the NHL, and Mo Sider, at least if you ask anyone in Detroit. Yeah, it's a real exciting time, and excited to get back to the postseason. Have a little bit of an exciting October for once.
Yeah, definitely. The Red Wings definitely improved this year. Lucas Raymond was also really fun to watch. And then Casey Mize and Tarek Skubal are also some young arms to watch for the Tigers that are really exciting. So tell us a little bit of advice to young kids like me who are trying to get into the business and want to be a sports writer in the future. What should I do? How should I go about that? And what should my attitude be?
I think the big thing is to be willing to kind of cover everything. Like, don't limit yourself to just one small angle, and also it's good to pick up multiple skills. Obviously, journalism has changed so much in the past just few years alone, much less the last decade. And young journalists who can do a little bit of everything, write, take photos, even design, edit. That's going to help young journalists be in demand, even as far as multimedia, doing podcasts and being able to record video. I know that's something that we look for in our hiring. Even as far down as interns all the way up to full-time positions, is people who can do a little bit of everything, that can be dropped into any sort of circumstance, and cover it from all angles.
Mr. Ford, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate all your insights, and congratulations once again.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.